Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a album review today. Um, and I will be doing the live stream pretty soon after this review. So this is for Megadeth's Rust and Peace album review that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys and letting you know what my thoughts on it. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Megadeth's Rust in Peace, their the fourth Marathon Studio album review that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys, and I'll let you know what I thought of this Megadeth Rust in Peace album. So let's dive into this album review by Megadeth Rust in Peace. It only has 9 songs on the album, but yeah, let's dive right into this review. Now it starts with Holy Wars, The Punishment Due, and off the bat, it's a really good start. I really like this track. It sounds really good. Um, Guitar wise, drum wise, I really enjoy it. Um, and just the execution of the track just pretty much impressed me. Dave Mustaine's vocals are a little weird sometimes, but it gets the job done with how it sounds with Dave Mustaine's vocals too in the process. So 5 out of 5 for Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. The first track was amazing. Hanger 18 was another great track. I really enjoyed the heavy riffs from the guitarist, the drummer is doing really good on the drums, and also Dave Mustaine's vocals is amazing in this song. So really enjoying this track. So 5 out of 5. I got no complaints about it. There are some weird vocal pitches from Dave Mustaine from time to time, but it does sound good for what it's going for. Take No Prisoners is the third song on the album, and that's a pretty good album or a pretty good song. I meant to say I'm slipping up with what I'm saying, so please forgive me on that. Take No Prisoners is a really strong track. I really enjoyed it. The riffage in this song with the guitar riffs are amazing, and just how it's sounding execution wise, I really enjoyed it for what it's going for. So 5 out of 5 for this track. Five Magics is a pretty strong song. Really enjoyed this one. It's the last song on the first side of the album, and it's really good. So, not really disappointed with it. Sorry, I was checking my phone because it's fully charged, and I will be streaming on my phone, just so you guys know. But pretty much, Five Magics is a pretty strong track. Really enjoyed it for what it's going for. So, 5 out of 5. Poison Was the Cure is the last great song for this album. Then we get into some clustery songs, but then the ending gets better. So I will give you my initial take on what I think of the rest of the tracks when I try to breeze through it as best as I can. But Poison Was the Cure is a strong track. Really enjoyed Dave Mustaine's vocals, and just the execution of the guitars and drum work is amazing. So 5 out of 5 for this track. Lucretia, I think that's what it's called, Lucretia, or something like that. Solid track. Not disappointed with this song. Just has some weird pitches from Dave Mustaine in this track. I don't know if I was on board with the intro to the track with a lady screaming a bit, and it was weird, in my personal opinion. But I think for what it went for, I think it was a solid track. There were some weird vocal pitches from Dave Mustaine, and the weird intro part of the song was kind of cringy. So 4.5 out of 5. Tornado of Souls is a solid track too. It's good in its own way, but has weird vocal pitches from Dave Mustaine, in my personal opinion. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. I don't know if I'm on board with this one, but I think it's a good track in its own way. It just has some weak moments with Dave Mustaine's singing vocals, so it's iffy. So 4.5 out of 5. Dawn Patrol is a strong track. Really like the interlude song to this to the next song, of course, which is the title track / Polaris. So I will be talking about that in a moment. Dawn Patrol had some weird vocal pitches from Dave Mustaine, and it sounded alright. I wasn't hating it. It was just a minute and 50-second song, but it did get the job done, so 5 out of 5. As an interlude, it was pretty strong. Rust in Peace, Polaris is a pretty good song. Great outro to this album. It is the final song on the album, but it is really good, in my personal opinion. I really like it. Dave Mustaine has some weird vocal pitches from time to time, but I think he tries to keep it stable with how he's singing it from time to time. But there are some weird pitches with his vocals in certain sections of the song. So, guitar work and drum work, it's amazing. And I really like this track, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Megadeth Rust in Peace album was a really good album. It definitely rocks for sure. I really like this one. This and the second album, Peace Sells But Who's Buying, were my favorites so far. And there were good to decent albums that I heard from them. The newest one I heard was The Sick, The Dying, and the Dead, and that was a good album, but had some weak moments with certain songs, structureness, and all that. But still, overall, Rest in Peace by Megadeth is a really good album. Highly recommend you check this album out if you haven't listened to it yet. And first score for me, I'm giving Megadeth's Rust in Peace album for this album review. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This is a really rocking album. Really liked it. And definitely recommend buying it too, because it's that good of an album. So 9 out of 10 for Megadeth Rust in Peace. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Megadeth Rust in Peace album if you've listened to it. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys getting into evening time very soon, comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this Megadeth Rust in Peace album review if you enjoyed it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can support the channel. I will have another review coming out most likely tomorrow, I think, for the new albums and EPs and all that. So I will do the best I can to get some reviews out as quickly as possible for tonight and tomorrow. I'm still trying to find the Dayseeker Dark Sun album. That's the most anticipated album I've been waiting for. And Pretty Reckless Other Worlds EP, their release for that kind of remix kind of album or whatever. So it's an extended play is what they're going by it. But yeah, I'll check it out in due time. The next Megadeth album review will be Countdown to Extinction, which I will be recording it and releasing it on November 6th. So definitely tune into that. I hope you enjoyed this Megadeth Rust in Peace album review. The next Megadeth Marathon Studio album review, like I said, is not coming out till November 6th. I gotta focus on the new albums and some movies and all that, so I'm gonna be a little busy. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this album review for Megadeth Rust in Peace. I did what I could to make it as good as possible and explained what I could with the songs I listened to. So, as always, I will see you in my next review, and there will be a live stream coming out momentarily. So, I'll see you then, and I'll see you in my next review.